Back now, time for Smart Takes. All of the bad news on Wall Street has nearly everyone on Main Street asking the same question: where can I safely put my money? Today's Smart Take is Jim Cramer's answer to that question. Listen to what he told NBC's Ann Curry on Today this morning.
Whatever money you may need for the next 5 years, please take it out of the stock market right now, this week. I do not believe that you should risk those assets in the stock market.
Even if you would take a tremendous loss and selling your stocks at this decline, you say take it out.
I don't care. I do not care where stocks have been. I do not care where stocks have been. I care where they're going. And I don't want people to get hurt in this market.
Back when the NBC analyst Harold Ford Jr. Harold, when you hear something like that, does it raise the question about whether the candidates in a debate like tomorrow night need to level with the American people about how bad things could get in the economy? That it's going to affect their leadership one way or the other?
There's no doubt. I think it says two things. One, the aspirations that both of the candidates have when it comes to spending and tax cuts. I think they both have to be more realistic, and hopefully tomorrow, Mr. Brokaw and some of the questions that will come to the candidates will focus and force them to drill down on that. Two, I think it's also critical that Senator McCain be asked, in light of all of this, how can you be focused on character assassination efforts, particularly when you've denounced these kinds of campaign tactics in the past. So I'd be curious to know how and what they would do to scale back and what the first 6 months either of these candidates would do. And I might add, you know where I stand in this race. I'm for Senator Obama, but I'd love to hear both of them talk about, because I think there are big differences. I like Senator Obama's plan on this, but I think it's important that both of them lay out what will you do the first 6 months if you're faced with the kind of severe economic contraction that we see happening right now.
I think there's also the question of the ripple effects, what it means for the rest of their agenda, what it means for the entitlement difficulties that we're going to face.
That's what I'm saying. Where do you scale back? Does this force you to look at Social Security and Medicare? I agree with you fully, David. Does this mean entitlement spending, infrastructure spending, the ambitious plans you have on the energy platform to expand alternative and renewable sources, or to incent Silicon Valley and Detroit to do things differently? How does this impact what you do? So be curious. I think Americans would want to hear answers to those questions more so than some of the other nonsensical things that are being discussed.